This is the AIPER Scuba S1 Pro. As we discussed, it is obviously a robotic pool cleaner. It's upgraded this year to include their Navigation 2.0. It has horizontal waterline cleaning, a 3-hour battery life, which is pretty darn incredible, and it's supposed to be good for in-ground pools up to 2,150 feet. Now, this pool is massive. We're bigger than that, and we also have all these. You'll see we have a deep end, we have a shallow end, we have steps, we have rocks along. This is the worst week ever for this Scuba S1. We are really testing this thing out hard, and at the end, we're gonna get a real answer as to how good this thing is or not. Speaking of real answers, I do need to tell you that this was provided to me to do this review. AIPER's great, they give me no instructions. They're like, we'll send it to you, you test it, you tell them what you find, and I really do appreciate that from a company. So this includes some really cool upgrades. It has 4 active rollers on the bottom, you saw those. It has 100 GPM suction power, which is really a lot of suction, really good quality there. Again, it's going to go up to your waterline and actually physically move sideways across the waterline, which is really good in terms of cleaning it. It has that wave path Navigation 2.0 that I discussed. It has a set path, which is really designed to get 99% of your pool clean. Additionally, as I showed you, it has both a really big, nice, normal, fine basket for catching debris, sand, and that kind of stuff. And then it also has an ultra fine filter, which is great for if you have a little bit of algae going on, that kind of stuff. It will pick that up as well. There are kind of like almost 4+1 modes for cleaning the pool. There's an auto, there's a waterline only, there's a floor only, there's a wall only, and then there's an echo mode, which is kind of cool. If you put it in the pool there, it'll go for a week, right? It'll basically run for 45 minutes every 48 hours instead of just doing one big giant clean of 3 hours. It'll basically space itself out every 48 hours so you could get a full week's worth of cleaning without you having to address it. Look, you've been watching it clean while I've been talking to you about all of its features. What do you say we go pull it out, see what it actually got? All right, it has been a long day for me. I've been working, I work upstairs, and I couldn't believe every time I looked outside. Wow, we have a whole load of sand. Look at that all in there. You can see all the sand. Now, this is somewhat cheating in the sense that we just did have some work done. They were regrouting things around the pool. So I am not surprised to find that there's this much sand in here. But what I am is completely impressed that this machine picked up all that sand. That is a ton of sand. There is a good amount of dog hair and the occasional little creepy bug. If you happen to know what these bugs are, comment below, let us know. Let's go back to talking about it as a whole. Okay, so there's a ton of sand in here, as we discussed. There's also an ultra fine filter, which is really nice. I know you can't see it, but there's definitely a little bit of sand in there, and you can definitely see a little bit of tint of dirt. So here's another thing that you should know about these. What's involved in terms of maintenance? What do I have to do? So this is ready to go again, and it is super simple. All I'm gonna do is take this outside that gate right there, go in the yard, wash these out with a garden hose. Takes 2 minutes to rinse these out really good with the garden hose. And then I'm just gonna put them back. Put this guy on the charger, and in about 3 hours, he's gonna be ready to scrub for another 3 hours. There's one minor negative that I do wanna tell you about this, just to be completely honest with you, is when it is full of water and you're trying to get it initially out of the water, it is pretty heavy because it's big. I mean, there's a lot of water inside of here. So my recommendation to you to ameliorate that problem is just slowly pull it out of the water. Let it like drain itself as you slowly extract it from the water, and then it's not hard to do. If you go in there and you just try to grab this thing and like huck it out, it is pretty darn heavy because it is really full of water. So just take a breath, do it slowly, and it is nice and easy. And it is nice and easy. It is not that heavy when it is empty at all. So just keep that in mind. That's my personal advice for you. If you ask me, if you're looking for a premium cleaner that particularly cleans the waterline to the max, this thing is absolutely a ridiculous success. I mean, I have Used it for this week now. It clearly scrubbed up all the mess that the contractors left. And I really, my office is upstairs. I sit there and I just kind of look out everywhere once in a while to see how it's going, to see if I need to recharge it. And the scrubbing that went on was so impressive. Okay, enough chit chat. Hope this was helpful. We'll see you next time.